Sharks are among some of the best adapted predators in the world. There are over 500 different species of shark that have been identified, and sharks have been around for over 400 million years. This is a model of a Carcharian carcharias, better known as a great white shark. Sharks are very streamlined, meaning their body shape presents little resistance in water. The parts you see here are the first dorsal, second dorsal, and anal fin, which helps to stabilize sharks moving at high speeds. Pectoral fins that help with steering, the pelvic fins which help a shark's balance so they don't roll over, and lastly the caudal fin, which is a fancy name for the tail of a shark whose function is to move the shark forward. Sharks do not actually have normal scales like a fish, but they have specialized scales called a placoid scale or a dermal denticle. Dermal denticles are scales that are shaped much like teeth and help the shark remain streamlined in the water and also acts as armor against predators. These scales are coated in hard enamel and have a texture similar to sandpaper. Great white sharks can get up to speeds of 35 miles per hour in short bursts. The fastest shark in the world is a short-fin mako shark, which can get up to speeds of 45 miles per hour. Sharks do not have a skeletal structure made of bone. It's actually made of cartilage. The only thing made of calcium on a shark are their teeth. Sharks can have anywhere from 5 to 50 rows of teeth. They work much like a conveyor belt. When one tooth falls out, the one behind it moves forward to take its place. Sharks' teeth are structured and specialized for their hunting habits. Take, for example, a great white shark's teeth. They are large and broad with serrated edges, much like a knife. Great white sharks hunt larger prey like seals and other sharks, so teeth like this are great for ripping and tearing. Here, we will go over the 4 types of shark teeth. The first type are dense, flattened teeth. These teeth are good for crushing hard shells of animals like crabs and clams. The second type are needle-like teeth. These teeth are used to catch slippery fish. Once they slip into their mouth, the curve and point acts as a cage that assures the fish won't swim back out. The third type are triangular upper and pointed lower. These are good for ripping and tearing, which is good for larger prey like seals. The last type are non-functional. These teeth are not used by the shark. Examples of this are the basking shark and the whale shark, who eat small plankton and have no reason to bite or tear their food. Sharks have gills that help them breathe in the water. Sharks have anywhere from 5 to 7 gill slits on either side of their body. Sharks do not have to continuously move in order to breathe. They can perform something called buccal pumping, where they open and close their mouths in order to push water over their gills when they aren't swimming. Some sharks even have structures called spiracles. This allows them to pull water in through the spiracles and out over their gills so that they can rest on the bottom. The biggest organ in a shark is actually its liver. Sharks have what we call a lobed liver, and it takes up 90% of its body cavity. The liver is more specialized than a mammal's in that it is full of fatty oils to help the shark remain buoyant. Great white sharks can be anywhere from 1,000 to 2,400 pounds, so without a fatty liver, they would expend lots of energy trying to remain swimming and not sinking. Sand tiger sharks are the only shark that have to gulp air into their stomachs in order to help with their buoyancy. The model that we have is of a female shark. This organ represents the ovaries and the uterus and the kidneys. Sharks have various ways of giving birth, whether it be live birth, laying eggs, or even cloning themselves. These are the ovaries or eggs. This is the uterus where the young stay. And these are the kidneys. Sharks have an organ called a spiral valve. This is a corkscrew-like organ that lives in the lower intestine of the shark. The spiral valve can expand so that the shark can eat more food and absorb the most nutrients out of it, which is important for an animal that swims almost 50 miles every day. This is the stomach where the food goes, and this is the spiral valve. Sharks also possess a spleen whose purpose is to produce red blood cells. Humans produce red blood cells through bone marrow, but of course, sharks don't have any bones. The spleen also plays a key role in the shark's immune system. Sharks are an important part of our oceans. The more we educate ourselves about these amazing animals, the better we can learn how to protect them and the oceans they call home.